This is KARK4 today in high definition.
Buying versus renting. We're going to look at both options coming up next. Time now, 6:19. Okay, there you go. All right, 6:22 is our time. Is buying or renting better for you? The decision to buy or rent your house depends on your current financial situation, your future plans, your lifestyle you want to live. All sorts of things are involved in this decision. That's why Scott McElmurry is here. He's the president and CEO of Bank of Little Rock Mortgage. Good morning.
Good morning.
So do I want to buy or rent my house?
Do you want to rent
What's the determining factor?
whether you want to. Well, there's four different factors. The biggest decision is a personal decision, obviously, whether you want to buy or rent. But from there, if you decide it's a possibility, you want to make sure that you have the money for the down payment.
How do I know I have the money?
Well, most of the time,
because I mean, you could go to a lot of banks with very low interest rates and get money. How do I know if I could afford the mortgage I just got?
Well, that's part of our job, is to make sure that you can afford it. But essentially, you need money for down payment, which is typically going to be a minimum of 3.5%. If you're a veteran or a first-time home buyer, you can have additional financing options that might get you a lower to no down payment. But that's a good place to be.
If I don't have the money to make that down payment.
It's time to save.
Okay, just start saving your money. What about maintenance? Why is maintenance a factor?
That's kind of another variation of the money side. Once you get in the house, there's no more landlord to call. So you want to make sure you have a savings account built up for those little things that might come up that you have to repair.
And you don't want to get house poor.
You do not.
You don't want to buy a house so big and grand that you can't put anything in it or fix anything that goes wrong.
Or turn the lights on, or go out to maybe get a meal or
go to a movie.
That would be good,
like Silver Linings Playbook, I heard is.
Heard that earlier, yeah.
Now you have mobility down here. Does this mean like if I have one of those jobs that are going to take me from town to town every couple of years, I probably shouldn't buy, or maybe should I?
That's probably so. It's usually about a 4-year window. If you're going to move within the next 4 years, you're probably better off renting, because with the potential commission of selling
even
a house,
with interest rates so low, and if I'm some sort of and I get an opportunity to buy in a good neighborhood, still no.
Probably not.
Yeah.
If you're real mobile in your job, you're still better off renting.
And the market. Interest rates can't stay down in the basement for this much longer.
Well, they're actually moving their way up a little bit, but still, historically, incredibly low rates. And so that makes actually your ability to buy a more expensive house at the same payment.
Yeah, what's our mortgage rate right now?
It's on a 30-year, which is a typical purchase loan, is about 3 3/4, a little bit under 4.
All right. If you have any more questions, you can just go to the Bank of Little Rock Mortgage and go check Scott out. Call him. He'd love to take your phone call if he's not watching a movie.